welcome back to our SDET Nest channel. So today is day 2 and as per our roadmap we are going to start with Python programming language. We are going to learn about Python programming because programming language is very important to learn before jumping into any testing automation tool. So if you know the programming language very well, you will be able to write good number of test cases effectively. So we'll start with what is Python language, where it got started, what is its history, and what are the different types or things that Python programming language will support. And also we'll compare Python language with another programming languages which are already available in the market. And after that, I'll show you how we can install Python, and then we'll see how to write a basic program by using Python programming language. So first, let us start with what is Python. So a Python is a high level general purpose programming language. So let us try to understand this with a simple example. So here in this image, think of a Python as a modern kitchen, okay? Where you just say the task, you don't say every tiny steps. Like you say make tea and the kitchen already knows it. It must boil water, it should find a cup and it should add sugar and so on. So next thing comes is it's a high level language. Once again, okay. So as I said, high level language. What does this mean? It means that here in this case in our example, you focus on what you want. You like the chopped vegetables, you want the boiled pasta, or you want to bake a cake. You do not worry about how the gas flows, how electricity works, or how the knife was made, right? Now I used a word called as general and purpose. What does this mean actually? Now let's say in the same kitchen you can make breakfast, right? You can cook your lunch, you can bake the desserts and prepare snacks. So similarly with Python, you can build websites, do automations, you can do data analysis and write test scripts using the same language. So overall, Python is like a kitchen where you can cook many different dishes without thinking about the wiring and plumbing underneath. Next come is it is a open source. Let me write it down here. Okay. So it is a open source. Now imagine the same kitchen is a community kitchen that everyone can use for free. Let's say people from your neighborhood comes and uses the kitchen and even improves it. So there is no entry fee or membership. You just walk in and start cooking. Python is the same. You download it and use it without paying any license money. So when I say it can be improved by everyone, which means in our kitchen example, chefs from different places brings new tools like better knives, mixers, along with new recipes like cakes, curries, or snacks. Similarly, in Python, developers will bring new libraries and frameworks that everyone can reuse. Okay, so we can say that overall Python is like that open community kitchen, free, shared, and constantly improved by many people. Okay. So we have understood these 2 points. Let us come to the third point, that is it is a platform independent. That means, so imagine the same style of kitchen is installed in different houses. let's say flat, then in a bungalow and in a villa. So wherever you go, the stove, sink, and the shelves are arranged in a similar way. So you can cook the same recipe very easily. Whether you are in a house A or house B or C, you know where to keep the pan, where the gas knob is, and how to turn it on, right? So Python is similar. Your code can run on Windows operating system as well as Mac operating system and Linux with little or very no change. So you learn one style of cooking in that kitchen and use it in many houses. Similarly, with Python, you can write one script and mostly run it on different systems without rewriting everything. So Python is like a familiar kitchen that you can comfortably use in many different houses. It is still for free and still to cook all kinds of dishes. So we can conclude these three sentences by saying this. Python is like a family kitchen that you can comfortably use in many different houses, still for free and still to cook all kinds of dishes. Okay, so now if you remember from day one, I'm saying that Python is very easy to learn. It is the easiest language where you can compare it with other programming languages. So to understand this, let me show you a small image. One second. Okay, so here you can see in this image there are total four different programming languages: Python, C, C++, and Java, all giving same output, which is a statement: hello world, hello world, hello world, hello world, right? Now you can see all these three languages except Python, there are multiple lines used to generate the output hello world. But in Python, it is a one single line that does this work. So if you write thousand lines of code in Java, we can simply do the same thing within 50 to 200 lines of code in Python. So with this simple example, we can say why Python is very simple and every easy, and it is very easy to learn. So I hope you guys have understood the difference between the other languages with Python. Now let us come to the history of Python. Okay, well, so Python did not appear in one day, right? It grew up step by step over many years, with each version adding new power and making the language easier to use. Python was created by Guido van Rossum, a Dutch programmer, at the end of 1980s. Okay. Then in Feb 1991, what he did, he shared the first public version of Python, which was called version as 0.9.0. Later in 1994, Python 1.0 was released. This was the first official big version used by more people. Then Python 2.0 arrived in the year 2000 and made Python more suitable for large real-world applications. On December 3rd, 2008, Python 3.0 was released. It is also called as Py3k. Why? Okay, this I will explain you later. Now, Python 3 was a major upgrade. The goal was to make the language cleaner, more consistent, and easier to learn for the next 20 plus years. So today, when we say Python is the and in this entire series, we are whenever we use the word Python, we mean that we are using Python 3. Now, Python took ideas from the ABC company, which focused on being simple and easy to read, and from module 3, which brought in good design and modular programming concepts. So Python is like a carefully designed mix. The it is a mix of the readability of ABC and the structure of module 3, and with many improvements added over the years. So that history is why Python feels so clean and beginner friendly today. Guys, let me share an interesting fact that surprises many beginners. Most of the people think Java is older than Python, but actually Python came first. Python started in 1991, Java arrived later in 1995. So Python is 4 years older than Java. But here's why you might not have heard this before, because in the 1990s, when the internet was growing fast, Java was everywhere. Most websites and applications were built with Java. Python stayed quieter during those years, but today Python has completely changed the game. Right now, Python is super in demand for many reasons, like building modern websites, then creating powerful applications and softwares. It is mostly using data science and AI things, and in our automation testing as well, like we are learning. So while Java was popular back then, Python rules today's software world. Okay, now let's jump to the downloading of Python and PyCharm. Why we need this Python and PyCharm to be downloaded in our system? Because why Python? Python is the language engine. Okay, it is the core software that reads, understands, and executes your code instructions. Without Python installed, your computer has no idea what print hello world means. It's like having recipes but no stove or ingredients to cook them. Next is why we need PyCharm. PyCharm is a professional code editor, or we also call it as IDE, that makes writing, organizing, and debugging Python code much faster and with less error prone for beginners. It offers autocomplete suggestions, like also it is a error highlighting. It has few features like error highlighting, then one click run or debug buttons, and project organizations. So these are the features missing in basic text editors like Notepad and others. So once again, let us move to the next page. Okay, so uh, actually there is a twist. Uh, I will not. I'm not going to show. I'm not going to show you the complete download and instruction steps on the screens today. Instead, I have prepared a complete handbook just for you on how to install both Python and PyCharm. You will find it attached in the videos descriptions. Okay, let me open this. Okay, so here is the document. You just need to go step by step. Each and everything is provided here. Click on this link. It will open the download page where you have to download the stable one first. I mean, in our case, it will be mostly 3.14.2, and according to your whether it is where system is 32-bit or 64-bit, according to that you have to click on these links and download it. Then go step by step, click next. Once it is installed, then you will be seeing this message: setup was successful. And if this above step doesn't work for you, you can try downloading it from the Microsoft Store. Simply go to the Microsoft stores. This is our Microsoft Store. You can go there, search it for Python, you will get the latest one, and click on get download. Okay, so once it is download, then how to check it? You don't have to do anything, just type cmd, it will open your command prompt. Once it is open, just type Python. If it shows any version, like in my case it is showing Python 3.1 13.9, that means you have successfully downloaded Python. Okay, so I can say it will be attached in the description of this video. uh, why this approach I am choosing? Because I want you to treat it like a fun task by following the handbook yourself to build confidence hands on. It's like learning to ride a bike. Watching me do it won't help as much as you are trying to do it, right? So if you face any issues or get stuck, no worries, just drop a comment below on this video, or you can email me at this link. One second. You can email me at SDET Nest at the rate gmail.com. Okay, fine. So I have shown you how to download it, and after you download, how to check whether it has been downloaded on your system successfully or not. Now let's move to the next part, that is different ways to run Python code. Okay, so let me tell you, there are many ways to run your Python code on your system. I have chosen the famous three methods, which is widely people use while explaining how to run these Python codes on your system. So the very first thing is run Python code through IDLE. Once you have installed Python, go to the search bar, click IDLE. You can see it will be shown as an application. Just single click on it, then it will open for you, and it will look something like this. What is this? This is, you can say, it is a type of command prompt. It is a kind of command prompt. Okay, now you can execute your Python program here. Let's say I want to print 3 plus 2. You can give after this 3 greater than symbols, you can start typing it here, 3 plus 2. After that, enter. It will give you the output. Or let's say I want to print a statement. So let's say I want to print a statement, hello SDET Nest fellows, and enter. It will print it for me, right? So I think you have understood the very first way, that is through ideally how we can run our Python program. Well, now let's move to the next thing, that is run Python code through CMD. So after you open your command prompt, simply type Python. It will give you the version in the same way like we saw in our IDLE application. These three greater than symbols, it will again visible here, and now you can start executing your Python program. I mean codes, any line of code. In our case, I will try to print 100 plus 200 and click enter. It will print out 300. Let's say I want to define first x is equal to 10, then y is equal to 20. Now I want to print x plus y. What should be the output? Should be 30, and we got it. So this was the second way. So we have completed the first two. Well, the third one is run Python code through Notepad or Notepad plus plus. Great. Now you can do this using both Notepad or Notepad plus plus. I have Notepad plus plus installed in my system, so I am going to do it with that. One second. Okay, so notepad plus 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 looks something like this. So what I'm going to do is, let's say I want to print this statement. Now, as of now, I have not given any name for this file. I will simply click Ctrl plus S. I will go to desktop. I will name this file as test.py, and save this file as a type Python. So this will be saved as a Python file. Great. So I have saved on my desktop. You click on save, this file got saved. Now what I'm going to do is, I'll go to the desktop. I know the path where I have saved it, right? So I'll copy the path. One second. Okay, and then we'll go back to our command prompt. I'll open a new one. Great. Now as I have already created a file in the name of test.py on my desktop, and I have saved it on my desktop. So what I'm going to do is, I've already copied the path, guys. Okay, so it's already copied on my clipboard. So what I'm going to do is, I'll give the command cd, and the same path which I have copied, what will do, it will, I'll press enter and it will go inside this desktop. Then I'll type Python, then my file name. My file name was test.py, and finally it got executed and it gave the output. So as you have seen, my statement was hello everyone. Okay, small spelling mistake. I'll save it again, and here I'll run it again. Now we got the correct one. Hello everyone from SDET Nest. Well, so I think you guys got clear of what exactly, how these three methods we can use to run our Python program, right? So we got this clear. Now let's say, once you have, one second. Okay, so we have seen, right, how these three methods we can use and we can run our Python program. So this is how normally we can run the Python code of Python programs in multiple ways. But when you're working on real projects on a day-to-day basis, we don't prefer all these things. We need a kind of an editor or IDE which is a UI based, and all the main options should be available there. Like the icon should be there, and the console window should be there, and sometimes it should be able to give out some suggestions by its own. So because of all this reason, we are selecting PyCharm as our code editor. Again, I'm not going to show you how to download it, as it is already there on this document. Just need to go here, click, install, download. Once download, just set it up. Cool. So that's all for today, guys. I don't want to give much pressure on you guys, because I know when it comes to the coding part, most of the people or folks get bored. And I promise you guys, whenever I will start my, I mean, whenever I'm going to start the coding part, uh, I will keep you guys, I will keep your eyes open on with my interesting examples and facts. So don't miss those things. Okay. Now, in our next video, we are going to see we are going to do the real programming of Python on this PyCharm. So we are going to see operators, how operators works in Python, how control works, like loops, then what are the numbers, strings, then different types of collections like list, tuples, dictionaries, set functions, and finally on the day 4 we'll be seeing the main concept, what we call it as OOPS, object oriented programming. Okay, so we are going to see this on our day 4 video. That's it, guys. If you face any issue, then as I said, you guys can ping me on this email or just ping me on the comment. I would love to help you guys. So that's all for today. Signing off. Thank you. See you in the next video.